Hello everybody and welcome to this webinar, how to document your SAP CDS view and your S4HANA BI development efficiently. My name is Jérôme Tocane. I'm the CEO of RapidViews. I am with Julien Dugrip.
Hello.
Our technical director. This webinar should last about 50 minutes. We have cut all the microphones, so feel free to, if you have any question, to put your question through the chat functionalities, and we will take all your questions at the end of this session. So let's start. We are going to do a presentation of course, RapidViews. Then we will talk about how you can masterize your own CDS views, how you can use the SAP CDS views. We'll talk about how to find also the right CDS views, because we develop a tool. You will see that is going to help you to navigate through all these thousands of SAP 1000 views, right? CDS views, and we'll talk at the end about our references. So, RapidViews. We are a software editor or specialized in SAP Analytics. Our goal is really to help you to accelerate the deployment of your analytics project on SAP HANA technology. We are, of course, a SAP partner, and we are available on the SAP Store, and our technology is certified by SAP. So how does that work? We consider that when you build a new project, a new analytics project on SAP, we consider that you have a foundation. It's what we provide. You have a foundation because behind that, every customer are using the same SAP table. So it's for that reason that we built and we sell this concept of business content. So we build business content for the core SAP module like FICO, PP, MM, SD, QM, EWM, PM, PS, and Ariba module, because behind that, of course, you are all using the same SAP tables. But to build a project, you have to handle your own specification. Every customer is different. You have your own business rules, hierarchy, and so on. So what if you could have a platform that help you to build all this specification and also help you to centralize everything that you have built, all your report, all your CDS views, right, in one single place. So it's where we build this concept of BI governance. Okay. So again, we provide one single platform where we help you to accelerate your analytics project, because we provide this concept of business content, predefined. We'll talk about that, predefined data mart, analytics data mart, and after that, to centralize and to manage your SAP Analytics, we have this BI governance platform. Okay. So let's talk about the quickly, let's talk about our BI accelerator. So what we built is on the top of all these thousands of SAP tables for the core SAP modules, we build this concept of dimension and fact views. We provide predefined data mart, virtual data mart, where on the top of that, we have renamed everything and we provide this concept of semantic layer. Okay, so that's our business content that you can reuse by using your own reporting tools. We are compatible with any reporting tools as soon as your reporting tools can access to a SAP HANA database. So most of our customers today are using Web Intelligence, SAP Analytics Cloud, Tableau Software, or Microsoft Power BI to access, of course, to the SAP HANA database. Okay, so we build this concept of content foundation for the core, again, the core SAP module, FICO, SD, MM, PP, QM, EWM, PM, PS, and Ariba module. We provide more than 60 data mart, 20 cross-module data mart, more than 350 KPIs, and behind that, we access to more than 1,300 SAP table to be able, okay, again, to build this foundation. And our solution come with samples of report. We have more than 60 reports that we have built on the top of that. Okay, or content, right, can be installed on. On these slides, you have the first layout. It's your ERP, right? You have ECC on a relational database. You have ECC on HANA, S/4HANA. Okay, most of you are going to migrate from ECC on HANA to S/4HANA. So we can install, and we have a lot of references. You can install our business content directly on ECC on HANA or on S/4HANA if you want to do some real-time analytics. If you want to build your data warehouse, or business content can be installed on HANA Cloud Platform, HANA Full Use Platform, or of course on SAP DataSphere platform. And so far, we already have more than 4 active references on SAP DataSphere. We are very proud on that, because we have a very good momentum on this new platform, because it's really the way to go if you want to build a data warehouse in the overall SAP world. And we rebuilt all our content on SAP DataSphere, and we are certified by SAP on this platform. Okay, so again, all business content are predefined data mart for the core SAP modules that can be installed on any ECC or S/4HANA platform if you want to do real time, and if you want to build a data warehouse, the way to go, of course, it's on SAP DataSphere. We'll talk later about our references. So our platform, we build a cloud-based platform where we can import any of your reporting tools. So any report that you build on Web Intelligence, SAP Analytics Cloud, Microsoft Power BI, Tableau software, SAP Analysis for Office can be imported within this platform. Soon we will have a ClickView and a Digdash connector. And on the other side, we import views, calculation views, CDS views. So we are going to talk about that today. SAP Cloud Platform views, SAP DataSphere, and also SAP BW. We have an advanced connector where you can do all the mapping and import, and have a very good view of what you already built inside SAP BW. And it's not the goal of this webinar today, but we have a connector to BW to be able again to visualize everything that has been done. So within this platform, we centralize all your report, all your data sources as a metadata, right? We do not store data, we only store metadata component from your analytics. On the BI governance tools, we have functionalities for the business user and for the BI developer, for the BI service. How does that work? We have this function of data search. You can put any name if you want to search a specific table or view or data mart or semantic layer or report, and it will show you everything that is centralized within this platform. We have also this concept of data lineage. From typically one report, you will see all the report is really related to this semantic layer, to the data mart, and behind that, you will be able to drill down to the fact and dimension views up to the table. On the other side, this concept of impact analysis. What if you want to select a table and see where this table is used within your overall analytics project? So Julien is going to show us how does that work. And so you have these 3 main features for the BI developers, right? Impact analysis, data lineage, and data search. And for the end user, we have the ability to display the report, all your report through this our business catalog. We have the ability to centralize again all your reporting tools. So we build this concept of analytics hub. all your reports, your metadata report are centralized in one single place, and also your KPI hub where you can put the name of any KPI, and he will find all the KPI related to this name. Of course, he will show you all the reports that contain this KPI and all the business process related to the report and to this KPI. So we try to provide value again for the end user, because tomorrow we see more and more customers that have, let's say, 2, even 3 different reporting tools. We have a lot of customers that still are using tools like Business Object. So they have hundreds or thousands of Business Object report, Web Intelligence report. Everybody's using a piece of Microsoft Power BI. So everybody's using Microsoft Power BI. And typically on the big SAP account, you are more and more users and customers to use SAP Analytics Cloud. So at the end of the day, you have at least 2 or 3 reporting tools. What if one single place you could centralize all your reports, all your views, and thanks to one single platform, be able to accelerate, maintain, and centralize your analytics project? So it's what we try to provide. Okay. Again, one single platform, accelerate because we provide this content, and centralize and manage thanks to our different functionalities. So we are going to show you all of that. So first of all, master your own CDS view. What if you have already built CDS views and you want to be able to manage and centralize all these views? So Julien, yes. CDS views, what is it? How does that work?
A CDS view, it's a view that is used to modelize data from SAP table. Actually, a CDS view, it's a script. We have an example on the slide. It's a script based on SQL language and ABAP language. It's a mix of ABAP and SQL language. This view is used directly by the application layer SAP. And it's why this the language used to create the CDS view, it's ABAP and SQL. But to maintain and customize the CDS view, you need to have a developer that understands the ABAP and the SQL language. Okay, it's the only way to access data from S/4HANA system. Actually, CDS view is used to develop Fiori tile and application directly on the S/4HANA system. CDS view is used to develop the embedded analytics and the analytics tile to give a chart, a table, or a KPI accessible directly through S/4HANA system. And CDS view, it's the only way to extract data from SAP table and to download this data in a BI reporting tool.
Okay, so CDS views is a kind of SQL code for SAP that mixed SQL code plus ABAP code and can be reused inside the SAP ERP application, correct? Yes. And this is the way to go when you want data. To, on the back end, when the analytics BI developer need to create some code, you have to go through the CDS views most of the time.
Exactly. And SAP provide approximately 60,000 views.
It's a huge amount of views.
Yes, it's a huge amount of views. Most of these views are used to directly to the application. A part of these views are used to the analytics part. But in this lots of views, the RapidViews platform helps customers to find the good information in this lots of views.
Okay.
The first use case, customers have already developed a lot of CDS view, and we want to capitalize on it. For this demonstration, I open my RapidViews platform. The RapidViews platform, it's a cloud-based application. Okay. To access to the RapidViews platform, customers have just a login and a password, and all the metadata are stored directly by RapidViews. To extract and give the cartography of the customer BI or the customer CDS view in the RapidViews platform, we have developed our extractor. We have one tool, the minority extractor. This tool allows customer to extract CDS view, table, and report from HANA system, cloud or on-premise system, or from any BI reporting tool. When the extractor generates the XML file to extract view and table, after you need to drag and drop this file to the RapidViews platform, and the RapidViews platform parse and integrate all the data in the referential. All the lineage, all the detail of any view are directly calculated by the RapidViews platform, and the impact analysis, lineage, and all the detail of the customer views is directly integrated in the RapidViews platform. All this functionality is automatic. It automatically is loading. It's an automatic loading. Okay. When all my views are imported in my repository, I can directly click on my company referential, search. In this example, I launch a global search. For this demonstration, I have a few reports. For reports, I have a lots of view type data mart. In this list of view, I have approximately 200 views. In this view, I have query view and cube view. In the list of view, I have technical, fact, and dimension view, approximately 100 views. The difference between technical dimension and fact views is directly the type of the view in your S4HANA system. If developer decide to create a dimension view in the S4HANA system, automatically the RapidViews platform flags this view like a dimension view. If the developer decide to flag the view in query view, automatically the RapidViews platform detects the query view and organize the view in the data mart part. Okay.
Okay.
And customer can also access to all the table used behind the view, because to create a CDS view, you need to extract information from one or multiple table, and all this table is automatically extracted, all the metadata of this table, and integrated in the RapidViews platform.
Okay.
If I decide to search any item in my view, I decide to search the billing information, the repository show me all the objects with the label billing in the name or in the description. I can see one report, approximately 13 data mart view and 21 fact and dimension view. Okay, I can click on one view to open it. In this view, I have one description, the description of the view, but this description can be edited directly. I can decide to give more detail about this view in the RapidViews platform. I can add a module and the type of view. I can see the list of columns followed by the view. And we can see the script of the view, the CDS view script.
So that's the CDS script?
Yes. Customer cannot modify the script, cannot modify the view, or repository is just a metadata tool, is not a developer tool.
It's a metadata repository.
Yes.
So if you want to modify a CDS view, you will do it within your own SAP development tools like HANA Studio.
Like HANA
and
Studio.
After you re-import everything, you re-import all the views that you have built, you import the latest report, and at the end, everything is centralized in one single place and within our RapidViews platform. Right, and
yes,
we are going to see how we can, and thanks to that, you are going to show us that we can do all the data lineage capabilities from any reporting tools to any SAP tables.
Exactly. Yes, we can see also all the characteristics, the annotation from a view, and the data lineage. The data lineage, it's a complete lineage from this view. Actually, to develop the billing Q001 view. This view is based on one other cube view, and this cube view is based on approximately 6-7 views and multiple SAP tables. With this screen, we can see the complete lineage of the view. But if you want to have the detail just for one column, I can go back to the column, click on one column division description, for example, and see the lineage for this field. In this case, I can see the division description field in this view. This sources is the SAP table, TSPAT, and the field is the field name. Okay, we can see the lineage, the complete lineage of the view, or just the lineage of a field. Okay, if I go to my data lineage, if I decide to see the billing DB view, I can open this view. I can directly, by the data lineage, open any object. If I decide to see exactly the detail of one view, I can click on the view and have access to all the columns of the view. In this example, we have more objects. In this example, we have KPI. And in this KPI, I have formula, KPI calculated. I can directly click on this KPI to show the formula used in the view. In the billing DB view, I have one calculated KPI, and the repository show me the formula for this KPI.
So we centralize any business rules from any CDS views.
Yes, exactly. And we can see if the field is directly propagated from an SAP table, or if the field is updated by a formula.
By a formula, yeah. So we centralize, okay, every business rule that has been built within the CDS view.
Exactly. And for my last demonstration for this example, I stay on my billing view. I have the lineage of the billing view, but I can see also the impact analysis. I can see where this view is used. I can retrieve my billing Q001 view, but I can see that another view, Q002, and multiple views use this billing view. I can navigate top and down directly through the table to see the source of the information. I can also navigate on the top to find if this view is used by another view, a report or semantic.
Yeah. So it's for that reason that we have a lot of customers that are using this platform. Typically, a customer that have built thousands, hundreds of CDS views. After a while, how do you maintain it? How do you centralize? How can you be sure that you're not going to copy paste something that maybe is already here that you could reuse to optimize your development? So exactly. Thanks to this platform, you can find out any views and understand what has been done and optimize your code. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you. So that was the first demonstration.
Yes.
Now, what if you want to find a SAP CDS view?
Yes.
Because you have to access to something and maybe you don't know which one to use because as you say, SAP provides more than 60,000 views.
Mm-hmm.
And most of the time, it's quite complex to know which one to reuse to build a new report, for example, or to extract. For example, we have these days working a lot on the SAP DataSphere. We started some advanced SAP DataSphere project, and typically on SAP DataSphere, you have to extract information from S/4HANA to fill out your SAP DataSphere platform.
Yes.
Which CDS views you have to activate on the S/4HANA platform, and most of the time when we work with our partners, with big consulting companies, they are using a lot this platform to be able to select the right CDS views to extract information to SAP DataSphere.
Exactly.
Yes. Or also, if you use our business content on the top of S/4HANA, right?
Our business content
are based on CDS views. We develop our own CDS views, and sometimes our customer want to use the standard SAP CDS views. Which one to use? So thanks to our platform, you can find the
which field is available in the SAP CDS view, which table is used to align this field. Yes, lots of questions on SAP CDS view. For that, if I return on my RapidViews platform, in this new demonstration, I switch not on my company referential, but on the SAP referential, because company referential is view developed by customer.
Yeah, because we can import any views, we decided to import all the standard SAP CDS view within our repository.
Yes, we have we built a referential only based on SAP
CDS views.
For this example, I download multiple views from SAP platform, an S/4HANA system. In the data mart, I have more than 1,000 views. We have multiple dimension, fact, and technical views, and we have multiple tables. In this case, I am directly based on the substandard CDS view. If I decide to search, I can search e-product view. If I search all the view based on the product, I have access to approximately 69 view the type cube. I have access to more than 100 views of type technical or dimension, and I can see multiple view on the product. I decide to open one view, my e-product view, and in this view, I can see all the columns available on this view. I can see the script available to create the view, all the annotation, and the data lineage. For this view, it's a simple view. For the first example, this view is based on one table, the Mara table, but I can see that in this view, from Mara table that contain multiple columns. If I open the Mara table, I have approximately 300 columns on the Mara table, but in my view e-product, if I go back to the column, I have approximately 100 columns. I can see by this tool that all the field of Mara is not really available in the e-product view. If a field is missing, I need to customize or reproduce the e-product view to add the field. If I want to see where this view is used, I can launch an impact analysis on the e-product view, and I can see in the SAP referential all the other views that use the e-product view. And I can decide to start from my development. I can decide to start from this cube view or another cube view or directly to reuse the e-product view. I can navigate top and down through the lineage in the SAP referential.
So in this case, you only open a CDS view. So we have the data lineage from a table to the overall view. That could be, as you say, cubes or fact table or dimension.
Yes.
If this view was linked to a report, Power BI, Microsoft Power BI, SAC, Business Object, we could also have seen the link up to the report, through the semantic layer to the report, through a universe or data set or data model, correct?
Yes. Yes. If I go back and I search another view, more complex view, I search a sales analytics view. It's a more complex view. I open my view. On the column, in this case, I will try field, dimension, and KPI. In the KPI, if I open one KPI, I can see in the lineage of this KPI that it's a calculated KPI. This KPI is not directly comes from an SAP table, but it's a formula.
So any advanced formula that has been built within the CDS view, you will be able to find it within our platform. Yeah,
I can see the script of the view and the data lineage of the view. In comparison with the e-product view, it's a simple lineage with just an SAP table in source. In this case of this view, I have multiple view and SAP table used to build this view. And I can see all the table used. And if I decide to add an information from the VBAK, VBKD, VBRK table, I can see directly through the application if the field is already used in my view or if the field is not used in my view. And if this field is missing in the view, I can see directly by the lineage. If, an example, I decide to add a field from VBAK table, I can see in this lineage that I need to add the field in the e-sales document view and in the other view and in this view to propagate the modification until my iSales Analytics Cube view.
Okay.
And
yeah, you can see everything that has to be done to be able to do the propagation of
Yes,
this field within your different layouts.
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly. And it's all for this demonstration on the SAP.
Okay, so that was how you can navigate through all the SAP CDS views. Next use case, if you want to find the right CDS view that will be able to answer in the best way in a specific business challenge. So
Yes.
how does that work? For that, within our platform, we built what we call the Analytics Wizard. It's an intelligence component that are going to help you to build a new requirement. So how does that work? What if you could select any report or any field from your semantic layer, or any data mart, or any fact or dimension views, or any SAP tables, or any field from any SAP table? What if you could drag and drop within, we call it the wizard, the analytics wizard, and what if it could tell you, maybe when you're going to drag and drop any component, it will tell you if a report already exists that contains a different field that you put in your wizard. If not, maybe it will tell you, it could tell you if a semantic layer, a data model, a data set, a universe already exists that contain all these different components. So in this case, you will just need to open your reporting tools, access to your semantic layer, and select the field and build your report. And next one that maybe it's even more interesting for the developer community, BI developer community. What if, in this case, you could just, the wizard could show you what are the best cubes or fields or tables to be used to build a new cube or a new CDS views, right? So that's what Julien, you're going to do during the for the demonstration, yes. Where at the end the system could give you the kind of recipe, use this table, these cubes, add this and this different component. It will give you a kind of overall recipe of what has to be done, and then thanks to this recipe, you go back to your desk, you open Ana Studio, and you're going to and you will need, of course, to build this new cubes or new factor dimension table, of course. Okay, and you can like that centralize any request, any that you are going to be able to build thanks to our analytics wizard. So Julien, how does that work?
Yes, it's me. Just if I go back to my RapidViews platform, to launch my my governance tool and my analytics wizard, I go to my company referential, I start my business catalog. In this catalog, I have access to all the objects available, like search bar. I can see all the report, I can see all the data mart, I can see all the view available on my repository and all the table. If I decide to filter the report, the view, or the data mart, I can click directly on the brick. I can click on the sales order bricks, and automatically the referential filter on the 12 report based on the sales order. If I click on the delivery, the RapidViews referential filter on the 5 reports based on the delivery. If I go to the business layer, I can see all the fields available around the delivery. If I click on the purchase order in the MM module, I can see the list of the business layer available around the purchase order part. All the objects from my repository, view, table, reports, and semantic business layer are automatically organized in this business catalog. Okay. For this demonstration, for the previous demonstration, I start directly from an object, a view, a table, or a report. I search this object on my search panel and I open the view. In this other use case, I decide to start from a semantic layer. I decide to drag and drop multiple objects and see which views use this object. I open for that my analytics wizard panel. I open all the objects available for this example on the delivery part. I decide on the delivery part to drag and drop the delivery date object. I decide on the delivery KPI to drag and drop delivery quantity. And on the master data, I decide to search my my customer. Where is my customer? Is it here? My customer object. In the customer, I search the name of my customer. I drag and drop three fields in this example: the delivery date, the delivery quantity, and the name.
There's something basic, yeah.
I answer the question at the Analytics Wizard: which object from my repository, reports, view, data mart, use these three fields? And
so you click on the display results,
and the repository search on all the objects available if I have reports.
So it's a report semantics or views.
In this case, the repository show me three reports. One report with a green check. This report is a perfect report. If I go to the column, this report contains exactly the three fields that I asked. If I open the other reports, delivery OTIF, this report contains two of the three objects available. And the other report, the last report, contains two of the objects available and add me an information plus one fact. This report needs to be add one fact view or one object to have the information. Okay, but
so you have information related to the report. It's telling you if a report exists or okay. Then semantics. So what does that mean?
I switch on the semantics. Semantic, it's a model. In SAP Analytics Cloud, it's a model. In Web Intelligence, it's a universe. In Power BI, it's a data set. It's a model based on the CDSU or based on the SAP data. And this model can be directly used on the BI reporting tool to create a new report. In this case, I have two models that contain all the fields. The delivery overview and order book model contains the three
semantic
fields.
Layer contains all the fields. Okay.
I can decide to create a new report directly based on this model, and I have access to the three objects necessary. If I switch now on the view, I can see all the view available to answer at my needs, and I have two views that correspond perfectly at my needs. The delivery rapid views view and the order book rapid views view correspond. If I open the column part, I have access to these three columns on the view. I can see also the data lineage from a view.
Yeah, everything related to data lineage. Yeah,
which is the sources of each object. I can see the delivery date, the delivery quantity, and the name of the customer. And I can see that in this data mart, all the fields are linked, and this data mart correspond and can be used to create a report or a semantic based on the data mart to answer at the customer needs. Okay.
Okay.
It's a first example. If I decide to save this basket, save this requirement, I can give a name and save this requirement. If I go back to my panel, see my basket, I have my new basket available. Okay. If I open a more complex basket, I can open a sales dashboard basket with multiple objects. In this case, I have multiple transactional data, multiple KPI and master data. The repository show me 0 reports.
So there is no report available within your repository?
Yes, actually, I have no reports. I have 10 semantics available.
But no green flag. So you do not have any semantic layer available that contain all this information.
Exactly.
So you're going to switch on views, because that means that on the technical side, some information has to be built or imported to be able to answer this functional question, right?
Yes.
And in this case,
I have one view that corresponds, if I open the column, multiple column as green and other column as orange. I have one other view, P-Sales Analytics, that need to add one dimension iProduct to complete the lineage. I have one other view, deliveries, that need to add one other view. And
so we provide this analytics wizard to give you some help to be able to select which cubes or which dimension or what is going to be your own path to build what has been asked, right?
Yes.
It's a little bit like the the Google itinerary, when you have maybe a fast itinerary, but you have also many other itineraries. In this case, you will see when you will drag and drop the different information, because you have imported all your own cubes that you build, all your own semantic layer and report, and you will have typically all our business content views and report. When you're going to select any information, it will give you the different possibilities, the different paths to build these cubes or this semantic layer or this report. So it's for that reason that it's not a closed answer.
Yes.
As you can see in this case, based on your transactional data, KPI, and master data that you drag and drop in this wizard, you have different views, data marks available that could be reused to answer this question, and based on your knowledge, you will select the one that of course you want, or the closest one that you could reuse to be able to build the report. In this case, for example, on this one, if you click on a recipe, so it's going to tell you that if you take the F cross SD FI rapid views,
I start from this delivery of data mart. I need to add one new view, F cross SD view, and all the green fields are already available. All the orange field comes from this new view, and if I see the lineage, I can see exactly on the lineage which table or which view need to be added on this data mart. We can see this package of the view that need to be added at this data mart.
Alors in this case, it's always complex to add a fact table within another fact table. So if you click the first one, which is called DTM order book, if you click on recipe,
if you click on the recipe, on this case, I have more green field available.
So the good news in this case is everything is already more or less inside the DTM order book rapid use
because
cubes.
In this cube is based on multiple other view and SAP table, and all the other fields are available in this table, but not activated in the data.
So it's okay. So it's typically the value of our business content. Our business content provide this kind of cross-module fact tables that are going to mix data from order and booking, correct? And everything is already built. So it's already there. You just need to activate this yellow-orange field, correct?
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Okay, good. So that means that based on what I want, I will be able to see the list of all the standard, maybe SAP CDS views, but more interesting, I will be able to see the rapid views business content views that were, because we have been working for the last 4 years on this concept of predefined data mart for the core SAP module. Plus, we are providing more than 20 cross-module cubes. As you can see in this case, we already have one cube that contains what you want. So it's even easier for the BI developers.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Julien. So, okay, so on our governance platform, again, for the BI manager, we can centralize everything that has been done. So we will have this concept of this search capabilities, where you will be able to find any components. You will be able to do search, data lineage, and impact analysis very easily within our platform. For the business user, we'll have this concept of KPI hub and report hub. You will be able to see all the information available per process or per division or per service. And thanks to our analytics wizard, you can select and drag and drop any information, and it will give you the list of all the different possibilities, all the different CDS views, cubes, whatever that you can reuse to modify to be able to answer any question. So again, as you can see, our goal is really to help you to accelerate any analytics project. Number one, thanks to our business content, and number two, thanks to these platforms and centralize all the metadata component of your analytics project. Okay, let's talk about our references. We have today more than 25 active customers that are using our business content and our platform. Here, the first one, you can see the list of all references that are using our content to do some data warehouse project on SAP DataSphere or HANA Cloud or HANA Full Use platform. On SAP DataSphere, we have already 4 active customers: Exertis, Soucy Group, Engie, and I cannot say the name, but one a company in Switzerland that are using SAP DataSphere plus our business content, and we extracted information from S4HANA Public Cloud platform to this SAP DataSphere platform. So we have 4 active references already on SAP DataSphere, and we are very proud of that. Our business content also can be used directly on ECC HANA or S4HANA. It works very well because you take we have customers that are telling us we just migrate to S4HANA and we realize that we do not have advanced analytics available. So in this case, we plug our rapid views data mart and semantic layer directly on the top of S4HANA, right? And you can through your own reporting tools, if you're using either Web Intelligence or SAP Analytics Cloud or Tableau Software or Microsoft Power BI, you will see all these dataset, data model, semantic layer available, and you can drag and drop any field and build any new report. So to do some kind of advanced analytics project, we have a lot of customers that already use, as you can see, our business content directly on ECC HANA or S4HANA, right? And behind that, as soon as you start to do the implementation, you need to know what you have available. You need to find any new CDS view, calculation views, or business content to give, again, advanced functionalities for your end user. So we talk about advanced users and BI manager. So what if through this platform you can do that? We have already many customers that connect every single day to be able to centralize, manage their report and all the different views. So again, we have very strong references. Feel free to ask us, and we will be able to if you want, and you can even talk with our customers to see how they are leveraging and using our platform. Okay. This customer, so we cannot say the name, it's a very large semiconductor leader in Germany. They just are using our platform to import all their own CDS views and to be able to masterize all these views that they already built. It's a customer that are using S4HANA platform. They are using Microsoft Power BI, Tableau Software, and Web Intelligence. They centralize everything within our platform. They have more than 1,500 CDS views that they are using, and they were able to just centralize and do advanced documentation thanks to our platform, data search, data lineage, and impact analysis, and a repository of their own CDS views within our platform. Okay. Another customer, typically Soucy Group, it's a customer that are using S4HANA Public Cloud platform for their ERP, and we work with them to extract using the CDS views of S4HANA Public Cloud. We extract all the CDS views, we fill out the SAP DataSphere platform, and within the SAP DataSphere, we plugged our rapid views business content, FICO, SD, MM, and PP. And thanks to this project, in few months, they could have all their analytics up and running, and they are using our platform to be able to find out any report, any CDS use, and to centralize again and masterize all their analytics environment. Okay? So feel free to challenge us. We, on this platform, it's very easy. In few days, we can import all your metadata and centralize all your metadata from your report and to your views within this platform, and show you the value of our BI governance tools. It's quite easy. It takes very few, 2 to 3 days to set up this proof of concept. So really, feel free to challenge us on this side. And if you want, of course, to install our business content, it's what we do all the time. We can set up component a piece of our business content directly on your SAP DataSphere platform or on your ECC on HANA or S4HANA platform to check, of course, and to check the value, right? We have white paper. You can download any of our white paper. We have partners all over the world so far. We have partners in Canada, Ireland, Netherlands, Germany, Austria, France, Spain, and United States. So feel free to connect to our partners if you want also to be able to have information or to be able to have advanced demonstration or proof of concept. Okay, so that's it. Thank you very much. It's we managed to do our webinar in about 50 minutes. So feel free to ask any questions, and we will be very pleased to answer any of your questions. So one of the first question is about security. How do you handle SAP security, Julien?
SAP security, it's in the content and not in the RapidUse platform. But for customers that deploy our content directly on S4HANA in CDS view, we can customize the CDS view to re-implement and reuse the SAP standard authorization. Because it's a feature of the CDS view, we can use this feature. For customers that deploy content directly on the data warehouse side, on the SAP DataSphere or HANA Cloud or HANA on-premise platform, you need to re-implement the security in this data warehouse because we are not connected to the SAP source system, and we need to re-implement the security. Or customer decide to implement directly the security in BI reporting tool. Okay.
Do you need additional SAP license on for S4HANA?
For this tool, for the BI Smart Repository, no, because the RapidUse platform extract data, metadata from S4HANA system, and after it's licenses from RapidUse, and from the content, not. When RapidUse deploys the content directly in the S4HANA system of the customer can use runtime or full use licenses. It's not a problem because
you don't need to buy additional SAP license.
Because we add custom CDS view. It's the same way that if a customer decide to create their own CDS view.
Okay, so you do not need to have additional license.
What about hierarchy? How do RapidUse handle that? Actually, on the content, we have access to all the hierarchy available in SAP. We have created view that recreates the hierarchy, and on the BI reporting tool, customer can decide to drag and drop a cost element object or a cost center object or a product object and have access directly to the hierarchy built in SAP.
Typically, we have a lot of customers that are using our business content directly on S4HANA for the FICO module and to build advanced P&L reports. And in this case, when we set up the content, you have to set up the hierarchies, correct?
The P&L report is based on the SAP hierarchy, and SAP hierarchy are available directly in the BI reporting tool through the RapidUse business content.
Yes. So when you install your FICO business content. You set up the hierarchy,
yes,
correct?
yes, it's the setup is automatically because the hierarchy are already built in SAP. All the field and all the detail of the hierarchy are in the SAP table, and where our content is based on the SAP table and in the data in SAP, all the hierarchy are available in the RapidUse content.
Okay. What is the cost of the RapidUse platform? So the cost of the RapidUse platform, we sell it as a subscription fee. It's a 15,000 euro, 15,000 euro per year for 5 users, for 5 BI managers. That and these 5 users are going to be able to import any report, any views, and to do all the data lineage and to centralize all the everything that has been built around the analytics project.
Yes.
And we provide also the overall SAP CDS views repository.
Yes,
and you can see CDS all our content, even if you want to activate business content from RapidUse, you have to buy it, and we sell it 5,000 euro per year. The subscription fee, 5,000 euro per module, if you want to use all our content that we have developed for each module.
Exactly.
Okay. Yes. Regarding BPC, can RapidUse manage planning mode?
Actually, we don't have a standard report, standard planning report, but RapidUse can be used in source of SAC planning report. If customer decide to create a SAC planning report, customer can use the RapidUse content FICO to have access to the financial information and to retry financial information in SAP Analytics Cloud report. And after, customer can decide to create a planning model based on this data and generate multiple forecasts of the data in SAP Analytics Cloud. Yes.
Okay. How your BW connector works?
BW connector works with the tool Minority Extractor. This tool connect directly to the BW system, extract all the metadata of the BW object, and integrate in the RapidUse platform all this metadata. Actually, we can manage all customer on BW for HANA, BW on HANA, and few objects of the old BW system. Our connector works on some of objects of BW, but we need to upgrade the connector to have the possibility to read the custom objects created by customer in BW and to cartography and to realize the map, the lineage and the impact analysis, and to have all details from custom objects created by customer.
So all the legacy BW system, we can import all this metadata component, and it's through our platform you will be able to do all this mapping and to visualize all the different components of BW, correct?
Yes.
And do some search, data lineage, and impact analysis components.
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much, Julien. I don't know if there is additional questions. So again, feel free. We can do some more advanced demonstration if you want. We can of course handle any proof of concept. So again, feel free to challenge us. We will be very happy to do so. We have some very happy customers that are using our business content again already on ECC on HANA, S4HANA, and SAP DataSphere platform. We have some very happy customers that are using our platform to centralize all the different views that they have already created. If you want to talk with our customers, we can do that. We are open to any discussion. So again, we try to bring value to accelerate and centralize any analytics component from your SAP HANA platform. Okay, so thank you all of you, and talk to you soon. and have a very good day. Thank you, Julien, for the presentation.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you. Bye bye.